I'm Tanya. Welcome to the channel. I don't have terribly much to show you as far as cross stitch or reading or knitting or anything like that, but I thought I would just have a little chat and maybe go down memory lane with you a little bit and show you some photos. So it was work day, and then I ran some errands after work and backtrack. I cleaned the apartment during my lunch break and vacuumed and dusted. Probably not a good idea to dust when I still have this cough, but there's no stopping me, okay? Had to be done. And yeah, I rearranged, which we are in a 2-bedroom apartment. It is very hard to rearrange because there's only so much wall space. So the TV has to go there. The recliners have to go there. But I did move the Christmas tree. I moved the dining room table. I'm very pleased and content with how it looks. And it's different enough that it appeases my rearranging OCD. So my son is coming home this evening from college for Christmas break. My husband had his work Christmas party and it was an hour out, and then he left from there to go pick up Zach, and they have stopped at my other son's home on the way back. So I'm really glad they're having good quality time, the guys. So I've had a productive afternoon, and I did a little Christmas shopping this evening, and I've had a shower. I'm in my cozies, and I was thinking of what I could share with you. And I had recently unearthed, shall we say, some old photos of a Christmas tree that I decorated for the DC Special Olympics. So many years ago, my mother had a cross-stitch shop, which I've mentioned here on the channel, and oh, the shop was so wonderful. We still miss it, and we still have friends from the shop days. But she was fortunate enough to decorate a tree. I can't remember how many years she did it, but it was, I think, at the Mayflower Hotel in DC primarily. I think it was at another one year, but anywho, they had these trees and they were in the lobby of the hotel, and businesses would decorate the trees and then they would be auctioned off at a Night of Trees gala, and it was a lot of fun. Of course, all monies would go to the DC chapter of Special Olympics. It was a wonderful cause, and it was just a really fun night of food and people, and it was just great. I have not kept up with the organization, so I would assume they still do some kind of thing like this. I'm not sure. Before I upload this, I will check and link if there's any kind of information to share. But there was one year where I did a tree myself, and so I decided on the theme of baby. I don't even know how I came to this conclusion that that would be the theme, but the theme was baby. And I don't remember the name of the tree because you had to title your tree, and then in the program where they had all the trees listed to, bid on in the auction, they had names, and so I don't remember. But the theme again was baby. So it was pink and blue, and I had the best time making ornaments and making garlands. And I think it was 1994 that I did this, because my, at that time, boyfriend, who's my husband, is in some of the pictures with me. And I am very young. He is very young. I look like a baby, and he has hair. So it was many years ago. They're sweet pictures, and they're pictures of my mom and my grandmother as well, because they came to help me decorate the tree. And then of course, Marty, my husband, and I, boyfriend at the time, went to the Night of Trees gala, and it was so much fun. I remember they had like a carving station, they had an open bar, and they had all this food. and entertainment, and of course the auction. And I remember that my tree went for a good amount. I don't remember what it was, but I remember being pleased with the money that it brought. So let me just show you. These are in no order, but this is me in my early 20s when I was in my sweatshirt and legging days, which I've kind of revisited that, but we won't say anything about that. So there's the tree, and there's all my hair, but you can see it was pink and blue. Here's Marty and I at the tree. And this is me decorating the tree, looking very serious. These were probably taken on a 110 Instamatic. Remember those cameras? Again, very serious Tanya decorating. I was very proud of that tree. Me and my mom. And then with my grandmother, the three of us. Gosh, we all were super young. So young. This was my grandmother and that wonderful smile. And then we're having a little discussion, I guess, about where to put what. So those were really fun pictures to rediscover and see again, and I thought I would just share with you. So I will see what we get up to this weekend and see you tomorrow. Good night.